Take the hit, take the hit, take the hit. Welcome back to FPL Take the Hit, and we are here with some breaking news. That's right, I'm sure that you've heard by now. Maybe you haven't, maybe you have, but the Manchester City versus West Ham game has been postponed. Oh no, what are we going to do? So if you're waking up to a nice dash next to Kevin De Bruyne and Aguero's namesake, well, the thing is, they're not getting any points this week, Joff.
Well, it's not over yet. Just it's definitely not over yet. Look, it's something that there hasn't been a postponed game, and you mentioned or we're going to mention in our videos. We're going to do our team reviews in the coming days, and basically, yeah, it hasn't been a postponed game in 6 to 7 years, something like that. So this is obviously just kind of foreign ground for many new FPL managers or even experienced ones, players that have played this game for 5 years. So. Obviously, the dash means that if the game doesn't get rescheduled in game week 26, then you get 0 points for those players. You get someone come off the bench, obviously, but yeah, it's an unfortunate situation. So that's why the little dash is there. It doesn't actually say 0 because there's still a chance.
Now, from my understanding of postponed games, with the distance being as it is between obviously London and Manchester, the FA likes to give 2 weeks notice to away fans so that they know when the scheduled game is. So I think they're running out of time, mate, unless they announce something very, very soon, like within the next coming days, and give them, minimum, 7 to 8 days notice. It's going to be tough for them to fit it within the game week 26 fixture schedule.
Yeah, of course. But at the end of the day, it's a split round. I know that 2 weeks notice thing or whatever, fair enough, but I'm sure there's got to be a bit of leeway here and there, especially because I'm pretty sure that the clubs funded the travel back to London for West Ham. So I'm interested to see what happens here. I still think that game week 26, surely they can squeeze it in. They can put it on, say, Saturday because it's a split round. You know what I mean? It's just like a perfect scenario. But who knows what happens here? We're gonna have to wait and see. But yes,
well, that would definitely be a FPL first. If they were able to fit it back in within the same game week, that would be an FPL first, which would mean basically your Manchester City and West Ham players would get you points this week. Yeah, it's something that we have never seen before. But something we have seen before is postponed games. So if they cannot fit this Manchester City versus West Ham game within game week 26, then you will not be getting any points from KDB, De Bruyne, any of your City assets or your West Ham assets, and your bench will come on to replace them with their 0 pointers. That's what will happen, which I think will happen personally. And what that will mean down the line is that Manchester City will have a double game week because they blanked this week. They've got to put the fixture somewhere down the line. And the same is going to happen in game week 28 when Manchester City blanks. So that's going to give Manchester City 2 double game weeks coming up. Potentially the unicorn, the triple game week, but I doubt that'll happen.
It's actually insane to see what happens. If it doesn't get kind of rescheduled for game week 26, then yeah, to see what happens in the future, especially if they go deep in the Champions League. That's the kind of elephant in the room that obviously the FA have got to address. That's why I feel like there'll be a swift decision. If there is going to be a decision, it'll probably happen tonight or tomorrow if they're going to reschedule in 26. But yeah, if it doesn't, there's going to be some ripping. Obviously you need 3 City, but then that's the thing, because then a lot of City players by that time that they start to have their double game weeks, maybe they are in a situation where they're guaranteed second. They can't go up, they can't go down, so they don't care really. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a funny little patch of fixtures towards the end of the season.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how it all unfolds. So people out there with a wild card, hold on to that wild card.
Yes.
It could come into use very, very soon, mate. But that's pretty much it, guys. So that's just a quick wrap-up of what's happened with these postponed games. We'll be back very soon with our team reveals that are coming up over the next coming days, mate. So thank you for joining me, Joff. And thank you, everyone out there, for watching. If you did enjoy this video, give us a like, hit that subscribe, and we'll be back real soon. As we say at FPL Take the Hit, always remember to stay positive.
Keep chasing them green arrows, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Take the hit, take the hit, take the hit.